Hello everyone and welcome back to ICT Skill Boost. So in today's video we shall be looking at Google Docs. So Google Docs is a product from Google and it's a word processor. Just like Microsoft Word, if you have ever used Microsoft Word, use it for editing text and a document. So with Google Docs, however, you work online. And the beauty about Google Docs is that you can collaborate online, you share it with friends, making it a good software that you also need to learn. So to quickly access Google Docs, there are two ways. You can go to your Chrome browser, and the first way is by writing a URL by saying Google Docs. Just write there Google Docs. Oh wait, right here on your web browser, Google Google Docs, and to show you that. So when you click on enter, there it brings you here, and so when you click on this, it takes you over to Google Docs, and this here is the interface where you will land when you use the URL. However, there is another way of using Google Drive. Yesterday our video was on Google Drive, so when you check on your drive over here from the Google apps, when you open your drive, you'll find that you also have Google Docs inside your Google Drive. So when this is our Google Drive interface, and so when I come to this plus icon, you can see that I have this option where I can open Google Docs, and here it is showing now Google Docs where I can start working with my documents. However, we used the URL code which we shall be sticking to in this video. So I'll clear all this and here. So now it will show you here where we have some pre-made templates that you can use. You can apply these templates to your document and you start from the beginning, or you can just use these ones to continue. For example, we have resumes, letters. You check, we do have other things like brochures, we have recipes. So there are very many here. You can choose the one that you would like to start customizing, and then you just put your details. It's just going to be drag and drop where you replace what you don't want with what you want, and also be able to add your own content. However, we shall start from a blank document. So when you want to add a blank document, you come over to this plus icon here and you click on it. And when you click on it, it's going to load and bring you over here to this page. So this here is the Google Docs workspace. So there are very many features here, just like Microsoft Word. Some of these features are not new. They are so simple. So I want us to start with this one up here. So when you see up here, there is here something like untitled document. So when you double click on this, you can write the title of your document. Maybe you say first, you write there, first doc, first doc, and then you click enter. You have already renamed your document. Okay, so besides that, that is how you can easily rename your doc. And remember, this is online. And the beauty about this is that when you're working online, it just automatically saves to your drive. So meaning that you don't have to lose your data, or maybe like if it was to be offline, you would lose it, but here it is automatically backed up. So to do more advanced work on the drive where you want it to be saved, you come over to this folder here where it says move. So when you click on it, it will load, and then it will show you where you want it to be saved. For example, these are my folders in my Google Drive. So when, for example, I want to be saved under this folder, Ivan, I click on it, and then I can see it all open in a new tab and see how it has been saved in my drive. So you can see here it is. My first doc is under this folder, Ivan. So if I to see this folder, Ivan, here it is. It has been automatically saved into my drive, meaning I can access it anywhere, anytime I want. Okay, we get back to the document we're working on. All right. So this little cloud here shows the status of the document, whether it has been uploaded or it has not. So this document is not ready for offline use. However, we can use it offline when we download it, and we shall show you the option after. Now, as you can see, we do have other options here. So for example, let me write maybe a text like my sentence. I write something like that. Now, when you highlight this sentence, you see that there are options here. For example, we can change the font type. I mean, yeah, the normal text, maybe you want to make a heading. You come over here, and when you click on this, it becomes a heading. Or you can change it to any size of a heading. Maybe it should be the second header or the first header. The option is under here, where you come to heading 1, heading 2, or heading 3, where it becomes much smaller. Okay. Besides that, we have where you can change the font type. So when you want it to be impact, you change it like that. You change the font size, maybe you want it to be 500 like that. Any size you want, just like in Microsoft Word. And you can bold, you can italicize, you underline it. And also you can change the color. Maybe you want it to be blue. So when you click on that, it changes the color. And also you can highlight the background. So when I click on this, maybe I want to highlight with yellow, then I do this, I come over here, I have highlighted it, and there you see that. Another important feature here are also these ones here. However, I will look at this after having looked at this. Now, this is about alignment. How do we want our text to be aligned? So right now here, it's aligned on the left-hand side. However, we have options where we can align it in the center, even on the right-hand side. So when I click on this, it's already in the center. Here, it's aligned on the right-hand side. And then we do have also line spacing. How do you want it to be spaced? Do you want it to be double spaced? Like when I click on that, maybe if I have two sentences, maybe let me write another near that. How are you? How are you? So let me try to bring this back to the left hand side, and you see how line spacing works. All right. So here is the second text I just wrote. I want to make yes like that. So when I click enter, so when I'm trying to use line spacing, I highlight them, and I come over here. So when you see that, when I try to double, it increases the space between these two sentences. So that is the function of line spacing. You can increase it by 1.5, maybe by any. You see that when I press on 1.5, it brings it closer. When I click on this, it brings it single, but the further I click, it takes the other one first. So that is line spacing. And then we do have a checklist menu here. Maybe if you have tasks that you have tried to do, or you have a to-do list, so you can try to insert a checkbox or a check menu here, and then when you're done with it, you can click on it like this, and there it crosses it off, meaning you have finished that task. So that's also another important feature that you can use for managing your tasks. Besides that, we have this numbering, or the this numbering option where you can number your list. Maybe you have a list of items that you would want to number. You can use this feature here. And then we do have this bulleting option here. So besides the numbering, we can use bullets. Maybe you want to use arrows, you want to use these boxes, you want to use stars. It's up to you. You can use any, and you customize your work. So we do have other more options here. This is now about paragraphing. How do you want to indent your paragraph? If you want to indent it more to the right or to the left, these are the options that we use. And then you have this little pencil over here. So this is now under editing mode. So I can also go to viewing mode. I can view how my document is looking. As you can see right now, I'm in viewing mode. I'm seeing how my document is looking, and I can go back by pressing here, and then I come back to editing mode. Right. And now, having looked at that, I want us to now look at some of the features here. For example, if you come here to the tools, one of the important things you should know is about spelling and grammar check. So here you can check for grammar and spelling. When there's any spelling error in your work, it checks, and then it will be able to be corrected. And then we do have also another one here, that is word count. Now, this word count enables you to know how many words you have written in your paper or in your page. So right now, if I want, I can display word count while typing to show on my page that I've written this number of words. So right now I have only 5 words. So now if I continue like writing, like you can see automatically that it is increasing the number of words that I am typing. See that? When I click and type new words, it increases automatically. So down here, that shows you how many words you are typing. And then another important thing you should also know is now under the insert menu here, you can insert images. You can insert images, and it can be from the computer, like from your local files, or from the web. For example, if I click on computer, I can select for a picture on my computer here, and then I decide to put in my document. For example, this I have this document where I have the option to enlarge, to reduce, and also online. So when I click on this, then I come to image, and then I go to the search from web. I have that option whereby I'll be able to search from web. Maybe I write here balloons. When I write here balloons, it will load, and Google will automatically give me pictures of balloon, as you can see here. So now I can use this picture here and say insert. So it's automatically inserted into my document, as you can see. And it being too big, I can also resize it. And there you go. You can resize it to the size that you want. So you can both insert from the computer and also online. And then you can also insert a table. So you insert a table if you want to use. You can also draw here. If you want to draw, charts are also here. And then we have what we call emojis. Now these emojis are also good. I like them. So when you click on this emoji, you see that it appears over here. So these are also good features that are here in Google Docs. And besides that, you can also insert links and comments. So that brings me back to this here. So for example, this is for inserting a link. Now, for example, if I want to put this sentence, I want to insert a link in this sentence, I highlight it, then I come over to insert link, and then it will now tell me to paste the link or the URL that I want this person to be directed to once the person clicks on this sentence. So maybe the person will be directed to tech goosetech.com. So that's the thing I want the person to be directed to. I click on it like this, boom, and there it is. So when the person clicks on this, the person will be directed to that website. And besides that, we also have under the file menu here, you can download your document. Maybe you want it to be offline, maybe you want it to be Microsoft, like in the Microsoft Docs format. You want it to be PDF, you can download it and then you'll be able to read it offline. So that was what I was saying earlier, that we shall look at it, and here it is. Besides that, another powerful option now that makes this Google Docs outstanding is that the ability to share and collaborate with others. You can work with multiple people or colleagues, and you will just be able to edit one single document where each one can have access to, depending on how you want it. Do you want them to view? Do you want them to like be able to edit or just comment on the document? So, for example, if you want to do that, you come over here to share, and when you click on this, right now it is in private option because I'm the only one who has been able to view this, and I'm the only one who has created. But you can disable that, and now as you can see, they're saying you can insert the group people like with whom you want to share this. For example, I can add the groups that I want. So here you can put very many emails. For example, if I put here, maybe I put this email, and then I want to share with this person at gmail.com. That's the email that I'm using. I put this email there. So I'll be able to now write the message. I'll be like, please also edit. And now that message that I put there will be shown in the person's email. Now there's this drop down arrow here that will show other options, like the person, like, do you want the person to just view the document, or do you want the person to comment on the document, or even you give the person the mandate to edit the document? So here I was saying that you give the person the authority in these three options here. And now when you send this, the person will receive it in his or her email, and the person will be able to click the link that is automatically put in the email, so that the person can be directed to Google Docs, and then you work together. So that is a very powerful feature from Google Docs that everyone needs to know, so that you can be able to collaborate with colleagues and also people, and then you'll be able to work on documents online. And the bit about this is that it saves itself automatically into the drive, as I said. So you can work online with anyone, and then you collaborate, you share your ideas just in one place, and you see that you bring everything together perfectly, instead of just using Microsoft Word whereby you send offline. I'm not saying it's bad, but this is a better way of working. And also, I would recommend, if you're having very important documents you're working on, use Google Docs, so that you'll be able to access them even if maybe you have lost your computer, maybe your phone, or maybe you have lost access to your files. You can easily get access to them through your drive or your cloud storage, because they have been backed up automatically. So besides that, the other options here, like you can undo your action, and the shortcut is Control Z. You can also redo it maybe by Control Y. You can as well print your documents. When I click on print over here, it will load the preview of the paper that I'll be printing. So this is my page that I'll be printing, and the printer option is here, the page is here, and then you can choose the color, also black and white, or you want it to be in color, and then you print. So it's a good way of also printing. I also like printing from these Google Docs as well. And there is also a ruler here at the end that shows the grid, how you are using your paper. So just like Microsoft Word, it has some features that are a bit similar, but this one is a bit, it's a small one, so it also works more like Microsoft Word. So those are the basics of these Google Docs. And thank you so much for paying attention up to the end, and see you next time.